Hey guys, Joe here at JP Details, and today we are going to be cleaning the exterior of this filthy Land Rover Discovery Sport. As you can tell, the vehicle hasn't received a decent clean in quite some time and is certainly well overdue a wash and light decontamination plus some basic protection. We are shooting this video on the morning of a seriously hot summer's day, so please excuse the limited angles, which was quite simply due to me being knackered. As always, we are going to start with the wheels, tyres and arches, simply to get them out of the way. I'm going to begin with giving these areas a thorough jet wash to remove as much dirt as I can before getting stuck in with my chosen iron fallout remover chemical and my various wheel cleaning implements. The product that I'm going to be using today is called Sam's Detailing Iron Reactor to remove some seriously caked on brake dust from the Land Rover's wheels. In other news, the beard is getting seriously long and I've recently been cycling to work. One of my favourite wheel cleaning implements is the Swissfax wheel brush, which makes for some steady cleaning for the spokes of the alloys, and those brushes don't half last a long time. The Easy Detail Go-Go brush is ideal for those wheels with big enough gaps between the brake rotors and the barrels, and in this instance, with the filthy Land Rover Discovery wheels, this brush worked wonders. The Tough Shine tyre brush and all-purpose cleaner are the ideal tool and product to clean the sidewalls of the 4x4's filthy tyres, and when the complete wheel cleaning process was complete, the wheel was rinsed off. This same process was conducted over all four corners of the vehicle before turning my attention to the bodywork. With the additional stress whilst working in the blazing heat on this glorious hot summer's day, even though we are still in the morning hours, I had to work fast and effectively so that the water didn't dry out and cause any spotting. The initial pre-rinse for the bodywork is going to begin removing those not so stubborn dirt particles and grime just to make the snow foam stage that little bit more effective. Being a 4x4, the door shuts and sills did have quite a build-up of general dirt and grime, so the pressure washer was deployed to remove the larger foreign bodies from these hard to get to areas. I'm using a Kranzel K7 pressure washer and would highly recommend one for yourself if you don't mind the relatively hefty price tag of around £450. After the initial pre-rinse stage, a thick blanket of built amber auto foam was applied to begin softening the more stubborn dirt and road grime. With it being a blazing hot summer's day, I did apply 2 layers of the snow foam because the first layer dried out pretty quickly. Whilst the snow foam was allowed to dwell on the bodywork, I grabbed a Swiss Wax detail brush and some all-purpose cleaner and set about giving those hard to reach areas a thorough clean. A wash mitt isn't going to reach these types of areas, so this is where a soft bristle detail brush comes in very handy. Spend a bit of time attending to these areas, particularly with vehicles that haven't received a decent wash, valet or detail in quite some time, because these types of details are going to show in the end result. After the second layer of snow foam was applied and allowed to dwell for its maximum working time, and when the detail brush stage was complete, I gave the exterior a thorough pressure rinse. Hopefully by the time I've finished rinsing the snow foam off, the vehicle will be relatively clean and ready for the direct contact hand wash. The 2-bucket method was deployed whilst using a Sam's detailing wash mitt and the Sam's detailing shampoo, and I set about giving the Disco's exterior a nice and thorough bath. By all means, this vehicle hasn't been previously detailed or paint corrected, but if we can just use the simple method of snow foam, 2 buckets and decent wash mitts, we will be able to maintain the condition of the vehicle without making those paint swirls any worse. At the end of the day, I am a professional detailer and do consider my own standards pretty high. The final results are what is important to achieve total customer satisfaction, but I also like to take pride in the way that I get there. There were a numerous amount of stubborn and dried on bug splats on the front of the car for me to contend with, and this was sorted out with a product called Marco Bug Off in the Sam's Detailing Wash Mitt. Simply apply the bug off product to the affected areas, so in this case the whole of the front bumper, allow the product to work for a minute and then thoroughly clean with the wash mitt. Reapply the product every now and then, but more importantly, spend the time cleaning those affected areas. It helps to apply this product directly to the wash mitt and simply wipe away those bug splats. If they are pretty stubborn and they've been on there for a while, they will just take a little bit longer to remove, like what was the case with this Land Rover Discovery. My unit is located right next to the Stafford MOD base, so we do get lots of helicopters and aeroplanes flying over, and I do like helicopters and aeroplanes. I'll have to capture some on camera because they do fly pretty damn low. don't want to allow the bug off product to dry onto the paintwork because it can cause some spotting issues, particularly on gloss black trim, so before the product has chance to dry out, make sure you rinse it off. After the bug removal stage for areas like the front bumper, wing mirrors and windscreen is complete, rinse the entire vehicle from the roof down to remove all of the soapy suds from the car shampoo. The next step, which I didn't capture on camera, was the tar deposit removal stage, as the Land Rover Discovery was reasonably contaminated. Like I mentioned, it was a hot day and I just wanted to get the car inside the unit to escape the sun. I left the camera where it was and cracked on and removed those sticky black tar blobs. This vehicle is also in for a hefty interior valet, which was the main priority for the customer. Although the sun had gotten to me that bad on the day, I just couldn't find the willpower or energy to record doing the interior. This wasn't helped with the fact that my tripod had recently broken and my temporary gorilla mount is incredibly frustrating to use. As a last step protection product for the Land Rover, I decided to use Sam's Detailing Ceramic Boost to offer the paintwork a nice amount of gloss, protection, a slick finish, and of course to make the vehicle easier for me to dry, whilst holding on to those water repellent characteristics for the next 3 or so months. Ceramic Boost made a huge and noticeable difference to the exterior's water repellency levels, and the vehicle is going to be so much better off for it. For me, it was a time efficient stage to replace a hand polish whilst also enhancing the appearance of the vehicle within the matter of 10 minutes. Everywhere was coated, including the wheels, windows and the paintwork. The disco was brought inside the unit for drying whilst using Maguire's Last Touch detail spray as the drying aid and a monster microfiber waffle weave drying towel. Thanks to the Sam's Detailing Ceramic Boost product, with the addition of some Maguire's QD, the Land Rover Discovery was nice and easy to dry and appeared to be nicely protected. The gloss level was looking far better than before, and I'm sure for an in-depth wash my customer will be pleased. The wheels were dried with ordinary drying towels and Maguire's QD, bringing the vehicle together nicely. With a few final touches such as the Swissfax tie dressing and cleaning the door shuts and sills, the Land Rover was back to looking good. As always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, just search JP Details. Don't forget to visit the JP Details online store for some basic merchandise to financially support the channel. I'll hopefully catch you in the next one.